Let them know we outside, come on.
Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Third! Let the Super Kick Party!
Yeah, pay the money for that. And of course, you're gonna get the Coffin skin. I love frickin' technology here. I'm going to say this point blank. As much as I love my Go XLR, sometimes I just, yeah. All right, let me just throw it here for you. I'll throw it real quick so you know what's going on here. I had to reboot my computer. When I reboot my computer, my Go XLR decides that I have a regular microphone, not a condenser microphone where they need power to run it. So it doesn't give it the extra juice, so therefore you can't hear me. I am deaf. When I get my tax return, hopefully in a couple weeks, I am changing that a bit. That's sort of decided what I'm. Anyway. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Yes, great. Shared here once again. Here, I got the retro hangover up. For anybody that's interested in it, yeah, it looks like YouTube's running a little slow here right now. We'll just as we go. Anyway, okay. Yeah, you can pick this up over at linktr.ee/retro hangover for the shirt. We have got a hell of a show here tonight. By the way, we are jam-packed to the gills of people already. We got some great matches lined up for tonight. We got some stories to go through. We got a PLE coming up this weekend. We got a PPV next weekend. There we go. Except you got the merch. Is it supposed to be merch? Yeah, I was gonna say that merch instead of merch might be a little off here. Yeah, thank you for throwing the link in the chat. All right, there we go. So yeah, there we go. That's better. If you want the link for the merchandise, I will give you guys a heads up. I am working on getting some new stuff put together here. This mic does not like me. It's not the mic now. It's the YouTube's telling me that the stream is running slow. I got, yeah, the mic doesn't like me here. We're going to switch that out here. We're going to get, yeah, it's going to be all over the place here. But we are going to have some, we're going to have some fun with the card here tonight. We got our main event, it looks like is going to be Takeshita and Cassidy. Winner gets Omega over at the PPV, sorry. I hope MJF is getting a butt tattoo. I don't know the story about that, but that just doesn't seem right, and I don't think Alicia would be too happy about it either. So, oh, there we go. Now it's Shades of Amber. Oh God, sorry, no, we're not doing that. Yep. Don't worry, Mike. Your tech issue still isn't as bad as Caster. There you go. Hey, Nats fan. Good to see you here tonight. Good to see everybody here tonight. We are going to see Hangman Page in action. Hey, Omen fan. Good to see you here as well. And here's the other technical part of it. I don't even have I didn't even have the right channel on right there. I was watching hockey earlier. The PWHL starts at 5 o'clock every night here, so it's 6 o'clock in my time zone right now. So got everything over. Hangman Page coming down to wreck. Time to wreck people in a hurry here. Adam Page, the epitome of we hurt people. We hurt people. He's the one that does that without, going absolutely nuts. Well, granted, he does go nuts. Will Ospreay and Keith will be... Yeah, absolutely. That will be... Brian Keith. Well, Ospreay... Aaron Solo's the job squad tonight. Former Mr. Bailey. Is it just me, or is it this Solo always getting cranked for something here? MJF's Burberry is fake. Love the sides of the crowd here tonight. We love the PWHL. This absolutely. Okay, Mr. Bailey is still with AEW. Yes, he is. The QTV faction is no longer around, but we still do have the Hangman don't park next to an ambulance. Ooh. This one ain't gonna take long. So this lasted all of what? 2 minutes? I'm surprised Hangman took the time to take his shirt off at this point. Uh-oh. Are we getting story time, or are we getting somebody cracked with a chair? By the way, good to see you here too, Jay Quick. Good to see everybody here. Just piling in tonight. Hangman needs to find a happy hour. No, he doesn't. Could you imagine him alcohol-fueled right now? I'm guessing MJF comes out now because they said that MJF was going to be here tonight. Oh. Well, he did overdo that Tanner the last couple weeks. Particularly Cope versus Hangman. Loser can't use a chair. Let's let them both use a chair. Come on now. What, do we crack it open tonight? Well, yeah, we're going a little high test tonight because I've been running around a little bit. So, a little strawberry watermelon ice C4. Thunder Rosa already lost that match. I haven't had a chance to see what her explanation is of what the bloody towels for Christopher Daniels. I'm calling it right now. Got my music. You're probably not going to want to do that with your buddy out back laid out. But I'm going to fight you with... Oh, yeah, Long Island, New York. Everybody's favorite place in the world to be at. His friend Christopher Daniels, who he laid out. Type of program that can put some wind in the face. The Fed sitting AEW. Yeah. No, they're going to show the... Are they bringing him out? Or they... Yep. In chat, please do not look at the first second that they saw Daniels would go like this. Try to, like certain podcasts to say they can't get into it right now. It's fine. If AEW is not your cup of tea, that's fine. But this is actually, it's a compelling story. A lot of twists and turns in it. A lot of things going right now. Everybody just scurrying out of the way. Now it is fine. I really hope so they bring those people back, though. It's going to take time. It's seriously going to take time. Like, some people are just dead set that they will only watch AEW. They only will watch WWE. There are these people that are just heart determined that they have to be set this way. And myself personally, I'll watch whatever's good. You like how, wonder why Excalibur's wearing a San Diego Padres mask tonight. Does he have, like, he just ready for baseball season? Or he hates the Dodgers, which wouldn't hurt my feelings. Oh, God. Have you seen Kyle Fletcher's photos from his photo shoot he did today? Basically, he was wearing bodybuilding clothes. In other words, pretty much no clothes. Doing all the fancy poses and whatnot. And basically, I think most people would just say Sky Blue is a very fortunate woman right now. Really, you know what? As much as I want to give Jericho credit for having a decent match, I just don't know if we want to, I still can't believe that he actually had a decent match, but he did. Let's not go that far. No. Ah, there we are.
What the hell was that?
I definitely have that sound back in here just for this reason. Thank you for the hydrate, my friend. Appreciate it. Drink from the knowledge of the learning tree.
I hate you. I hate your guts.
Just for bringing that up. Davis playing bodyguard now instead of, feuding. Well, at least Renee got her answers. So yeah, they got it must be Takeshita and Cassidy main eventing tonight. Just makes sense, right? Well, we're gonna get this will probably go about 20 minutes. Coco is a dumb bitch, huh? Renee's been killing it with all her outfits lately. Like, everybody there has just been top notch. Like Lexi, even Alicia when she shows up is doing not bad. Right now they're just sticking Alicia in pre-tapes because they're trying to let things calm down with the relation between MJF and her. They don't like to bring it up a whole lot, but speaking of Fitz's gear is top notch. I wonder if he's going to be able to pull out the Assassin's Creed gear when the game finally releases here in next month. Because he did have some, so. Just going to check the. Okay. So, no, I got a note on YouTube saying that my audio bitrate horrible. I can hear me fine. I would hope so too, but at the same time, what kind of deal did they have for it, right? Because that was his gear for All In. But this is actually a pretty big weekend for new gamers. With Monster Hunter Wilds and PGA coming out officially. Pre-orders have already been out. This is the beginning of the cavalcade of tons of games coming out. So, I found an ultimate piss-off, by the way, just going related to our second half of our show here. I went to go pre-order the Bloodline collection of WWE 2K25. Well, I want a physical copy, right? I want that nice cover. The only game that you can pre-order physically is the base game. If you want to get the Bloodline pack or the deluxe edition with the Undertaker, you have to buy it digitally only. I contacted 2K to see if there's some kind of upgrade like MLB The Show does. MLB The Show, you could buy the base game and then get the upgrade separately. And they're like, nope, can't do it. I'm like, screw you, you're getting the regular version. I'm getting the regular version. So that's my escapade into looking into WWE 2K25. So while we get things figured out for what we're going to do for online MyGM, we'll fiddle around. We'll take a look at a few things. Maybe go through some moments or something as we go through the whole thing. So, well, yeah, just we're gonna be wrapping up 2K24 next Wednesday with WrestleMania. Tonight we're gonna be doing a double shot of my GM, so 2 episodes back to back. We will be here on Saturday. As much as Elimination Chamber is there, I'll put it on the background somewhere. Whether I have it sitting on my iPad or something, or on a screen on my computer here. We're not going to be worried too much about what's going on here with the Chamber, as much as we're going to watch Dynamite or watch Collision on Saturday. Now, is it just me, or is Ospreay truly that one generational talent that could literally make everybody look good? I don't know if anybody's looked bad at all in a match with Ospreay yet, at least in AEW. There hasn't been anything really that stood out that says, no, you're not that good. But Keith, he can hold his own in there. Like, let's not get things wrong. It's not like I'm calling Keith a jabroni here or anything. But it's just, Ospreay just seems to get people lined up into that upper stratosphere. And he makes like that sky press look like a sky twister press look like a friggin' arm drag for most people. Is he going for Hidden Blade already? It's a little early. My God, the lift that Ospreay gets there. But if you look at it, just from a roll through, he got what? 10? That's got to be a good 10, 12 feet away from the ring. Judging off that tattoo angle, I don't think I actually had it to begin with. Oh, goody. Now we got a jam knee angle. That's good. Yeah, I don't want to think about people in their undercover tattoos. I'll be honest. The one thing I get queasy about is watching people get tattoos more than anything else these days. But how are you guys? Like, I didn't get a real good chance. Since we had all those microphone snafus to start. How are you guys doing so far tonight? How's everything going today? How's your week? Sorry I haven't been on stream all week. Been too busy trying to get everything put together here. Doing fantastic? Hey, glad to hear. I know I saw you a little bit. I was lurking over in Rez's chat a little bit. Stream more. Pfft. It was 19 Celsius for you today? It was only 5 degrees here today, so that's why the only reason you get a boo. Went to a chiropractor today. It was a good kind of painful. I'll give you the rim shot for that. There's only one in Ontario. Yeah, like we are starting to get to that point where we are getting spring here. Last Wednesday was -5 and with a blizzard. Yeah, that it's funny. I was telling people earlier this week. from last Sunday to this Sunday, using Fahrenheit, we actually jumped up 70 degrees. Because we were at minus 30 Fahrenheit, and we actually jumped up into the 40s early this week. But the only it's really weird. Because, it's nice and warm here right now. Like I said, it's about 5 degrees Celsius is what my computer's telling me. But because of the pile of snow that's outside my building, like just basically the snow that's built up over the winter, you really don't feel it because all that heat is going into that snow and trying to melt it. So once all that snow melts, it's really going to get warm in a hurry around. Keith doing the work here right now. Got up to 26. You know what? Jeez. As an American city, I prefer Celsius over Fahrenheit. Yeah, well, we could talk about Canada versus the States and a lot of things these days, but I love how we didn't get a single picture of that first one here, by the way. Celsius I find is a lot easier to understand for a lot of reasons. Boiling points and freezing points and zero actually feels like it's cold. Zero equals 32, but then also you have to remember that 0 Fahrenheit is minus 17 Celsius. Oh, Jesus. Osprey just literally boop, 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 boop. I'll just kick you in the head right away here. Osprey getting into some work here. I like this. Is that the signal starting to get... Is your signal getting scrambly at all? There it goes. Now it cleans up. AJ Styles, eat your heart out. It's been a great week in wrestling as well. Not just here on Dynamite, but all the way across the board. We got that pay-per-view coming up next week. We got the PLE coming up this Saturday. Roadblock just got announced for some amazing matches coming up in 2 weeks. For NXT. TNA's got Sacrifice coming up in just over 2.5 weeks. Yeah, we have to give Brian Keith full credit here. As much as I was talking earlier about, how Osprey helps anybody get good. Keith really is holding his own here. That was a beautiful Oz cutter. Keith is doing absolutely everything possible here to stay in this matchup, and I'm loving it right now. As much as I'm loving having you guys hang out here with me here tonight, I appreciate you. We are jam-packed to the rafters, as they say. Even Shivani's getting sure the flowers are given. Wow! It looked like Osprey was trying to fight out of it, and Keith just said nope. Oh, that's right. We got that tag match on Saturday. A match that nobody ever expected to have such high ramifications here. The Murder Machines and the Outrunners. Winner gets the Hurt Syndicate. Oh, he's trying to go for that Tiger Drop. Uh-oh. Keith's dead. And the hidden blade. At least Ospreay gave Keith enough respect to make 2 finishers. He had to use 2 finishers to beat him here. Thanks for coming, Keith. Don't forget to get your parking validated as you're on your way out. No, Keith doing an absolutely fantastic job in this match. And it's a good proving ground match. Well, I use proving ground rather loosely there. You have Jericho bring your car. Ospreay coming up. The security guy's like, God damn it, I don't want to do this. Here we go, hockey fight. A Brit and an Aussie getting into a hockey fight. Who would have thought? See, now, if security's holding Fletcher, what I would do if I was Ospreay, I'd be running up the stairs and going after Callis right now. I'm really hoping they don't show these 2 next week. They don't need to. This feud is ready to go. If you have to do a quick promo package on the match, great. But other than that, you don't need to do anything. Just simply, this one's ready to go. It's in the oven. It's baking. You're about to hear that ding, which should go off next week. I love how people are just shitting on the setup for match 3 here. Because last Wednesday, Tony Storm comes out and says, I'm willing to step up to everybody now that Mariah has been dealt with. And then this happened on Saturday to open the show. And Mariah's just like, we're not done until I say we're done. And it's so hilarious to me, the fact that people are just crapping on this angle now, which I think it's more the fact that, people want to find an excuse to crap on it. The Oakland Arena. Excalibur, are you trying to stall for time here or something, or what? So the International Series is the thing that main events the show 2 nights in a row. Oh, that's tonight. I thought it was Saturday. Never mind. Let's have some fun with this one. Murder Machines Outrunners. Winner gets the Hurt Syndicate. How much do I want a non-finish for this? So they can get the triple threat here. What do you think of the new promo packages here for AEW? Because you got to admit, over the last 6 months, the promo packages have just been improved so much more than what they were before.
One more for the good guys.
Zellman. Or OX-Men? Let me know which better pronunciation for you. Welcome. Thank you for enjoying the Players Pit. Enjoy the friends. Enjoy the company. Enjoy the food. Watch out for the drinks because I think they were spiked. Pleasure. Thank you for the follow. Always appreciate it. Yeah, the production value at AEW right now is just caught over the roof here. Good promos just give, we care about the product, Yeah, like, it's the devil's in the details, right? Like, I hate to talk about myself in this situation, but you look at what I've got set up here for our stream here, for all the overlays. I spent most of my day-to-day going over another overlay for our games, which we will be doing tomorrow. And you got to get all these little details figured out. And then then all of a sudden your mic decides it doesn't want to work, right? I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes they're just so good. You still remember them years later when the music and eggs go, well, of course it does. Seems like Tony Khan has money with these promos. Yeah, like, it just makes it feel like a give a damn. That's the biggest thing. Like, and I think both of you guys are bang on here. Like, in many ways, there are many feuds, and feel free to bring some up if you ever think about it. There are some feuds that you will actually remember more than the match. There's some promo packages, there's some build-ups, there's different scenarios that, you know, it's more like the substance is more than or the style is a little bit more than the substance in some ways. And I'm going to give you one of the craziest ones in the world. Because a lot of people remember the promo video for it, but they don't necessarily remember how the match went. And for some reason, for certain reasons, it seems like a good thing. Go back to the main event of WrestleMania X7. A lot of people forget that Stone Cold won that match with like 300 chair shots. Didn't win it with a stunner. Didn't win it with anything else. He won it with like hitting The Rock with the chair like that McMahon gave him like 10 or 12 times. But as sure as hell, everybody remembers that My Way promo. Because that My Way promo is probably the best edited video of all time when it comes to WrestleMania build. Oh, here we go. Bellball's going to be enjoying this. Revolution, we got Momo Watanabe out of Stardom. Is she going to be taking on Mercedes Moné at Revolution? This is going to be fun. And yes, Zodiac, I will say it ahead for you. That finisher still looks like garbage. Terrible. Billy Starks? Um, 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 whoa! Oh my God, the swing on Momo there. That was a legit swing. Billy on Dynamite. Can I just can I just say that I know that, you know, she's not in the match, but there's one other thing that might lead to. I know they're not affiliated together permanently at this point, but this might lead to Athena showing up on AEW programming. I still think it's either going to be Athena is going to be part of All In Texas. whether it be get for the AEW World Title or the TBS title. Need like a best of 7. Hey, I could get a best of 2,000. Athena taking it all every single time. You know what? Athena, wherever she needs to go is where she needs to be. Everywhere she wants to go. Oh my God, the Omaha basketball team. Just love it every single this. Athena shows up at Revolution after the match. Hey, that is a very good prediction. Who's the crumb catcher? It says listen to the crumb catcher in the background. This is going to be a little bit of amazing here. Because realistically, you're not going to get a bad matchup here. My personal opinion on who I'd want to see win here, based on the consequences of what's going up, I know this might not be the most popular pick in the world, but I want the Outrunners to win this. Because I want this matchup between the Murder Machines and the Hurt Syndicate built up. Because right now, the winner of this gets the title match against the Hurt Syndicate, right? If we could get like a 2-month build for the Murder Machines and the Hurt Syndicate, those two teams might actually kill each other by the end of it. But as you're watching here, these guys are just... They're monsters. More meat than a butcher shop. Let's go. I appreciate that. That is cool. That's a good one. I don't think of the Outrunners that much as a meat team, but really, you're not going to think of many people as a meat team against the Murder Machines, right? I would do Hurt Syndicate versus Cage and Archer at Double or Nothing. That's when I would debut Cedric. I have to think right now. Yeah, I guess Cedric would be available by then. McCurney, how you doing? Life is going good. Life's going great today. Now that we got the stream back in order and everything's starting to run a little bit smooth. Yeah, we're doing good. I see the ads are coming up in about 5 seconds. Forgive us here, chat. So, unnecessary evil, unfortunately. But, yeah, things are going good. Murder versus Hurt meat market. There you go. Murder versus Hurt. That would just be like, how much meat can you fit in a meat locker in one match? That's when you get a cage match between those two teams. Because if you could do that, that would be pretty damn awesome. Then you got a real meat locker going on there, right? But yeah, just that match, I would really like to see them take their time and actually build it. Because you could really sell some tickets on a match like that. And if you weren't going to build over Brian Cage back when he was in the position that he was earlier. Like, I remember the first time they came to Edmonton, Brian Cage and Big Bill, like, they were two of the top characters, period, when it came to dealing with talents that are over that really shouldn't be, right? So, but yeah, overall, I think it's probably going to be the Murder Machines that win this, but I could also see some shenanigans that end this up in a 3-way. Really, I could. Because of it being as crazy as it could be here. But Lance Archer tell it off a little kid. Lance Archer is just such a great personality, period. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check him out. When he was in New Japan, he would do odd commentary spot. He's very articulate, thinks on the fly very well, and just such a great personality to have out there, period. As we're back for the ad break here. Yeah, talking about like the promos that you could get with a guy like Archer just seem to be rather spectacular at many points. And everybody dies. But how hyped are you guys for Revolution next weekend? Like, I'm absolutely stoked. I'm ready for... I can't believe it's just over a week and a half away. Also, the reason I get stoked for it is the fact I get my mini holidays during it. So I booked like 2 days off for every pay-per-view. But March coming up is just going to be such a... Kind of missed the build. It's been weird because, you know, you got a lot... Like, Grand Slam Australia sort of got thrown in there, so they had to promote that show a little higher, but... Been busy. Honestly, the way the... Oh, God. A boot to the jaw that just did not work. Now they got the spot right. There you go. Big Revolution should have been in Australia. Well, they wanted this timed up exactly with the All-Star game and all that, so unfortunately, that's just the way it ended up working out. But having it in LA actually isn't exactly the worst choice either, right? Oh, Jay Quick, I'm with you. With all the games that are coming out, like, in the matter of a week and a half, we're getting, personally, what I'll be picking up. We got Split Fiction that's coming out on the 6th. That's the co-op game that's from EA, from the makers of It Takes Two. A week later, we got WWE 2K25. And then 4 days later, we got MLB The Show coming out. Which I do believe MLB The Show for pre-release, I actually get a day before WWE 2K25. If it does, well, going to get the players riding. We are going to get a little bit more MLB content in here. And I know KJ wants to go through Split Fiction together, so we're going to have to arrange how we're going to do that. And PGA, yeah, I've been sort of on the fence whether I wanted to pick it up or not, or wait for a sale just because of the amount of time I'm going to play it. But the more I watch people playing it, the more I think I'm just going to pick it up on Friday. I got to go picking up some pre-orders and such, so probably just going to pick it up on Saturday, or Friday, sorry. If that's the case, then we'll be streaming it on Sunday here. Sometime in the next 20 years, GTA. Who knows? Cyberpunk, GTA, all those kind of games that just seem to be carrying on a little bit too long for me here. Here we go, Blackout. And this is how you get your non-finish. Or even better? Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God, yes, I call it. Shenanigans. The Outrunners. Let's go. We get to build up the Murder Machines versus the Hurt Syndicate now. We get to build this up. This is going to be amazing. Feel bad for the WWE Island server. Well, apparently you can only do 50 at a time on each island. So I don't think they figured out that that was a little production staff would look like. By the way, does anybody die tonight? Here's a question for you, chat. We officially have Pac dead after last Saturday. Does Wheeler die tonight? Does you say Yuta? And yeah, Swerve's up next. That is a very heated story going through here. No, the last time he asked, you said no, you dipshit. Didn't pay attention for 1 minute and cope. So is it Claudio versus Cope on set? Oh, so we got the Terminator taken up. Okay. Now who does Cope have? We all know what's coming here to get rid of Shafir. It's one of two scenarios. The least likely, in my opinion, is the Willow Nightingale storyline that they're starting to build up every time Willow tries to get promo time. It seems like Marina decides to take out Willow. Or the one that'll get the bigger pop at the PLE could be Beth. Easily be Beth. And even if she's there for one night, just to get rid of Marina. Well, yeah, I would say Willow probably be the more likely scenario to happen in that position. But yeah, thoughts on the Death Riders, T?
What the hell was that?
All right, there's two other ways I'm thinking of this here. One, it's an absolute dumb idea. Yes, the white tee. If you guys haven't seen it, it's the white tee with the little logo on the bottom saying "Property Death Riders." It's a complete white shirt. But here's the more dumb question. And I'll just, for anybody that decide to buy that shirt. That's for anybody that decide to buy that shirt. Like, the hell are you thinking? Will I buy that shirt?
Never! 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 Ever!
That's the odds of me buying that shirt. I take out Shafir before the pay-per-view. No, you get that pop at the show. Because Marina's always been the last defense to hang on that title. Heard that Mox bought all of them and gave half to Jericho. Should gift one to me. I'll be honest, I hate white shirts. I can't wash them where the heck. All my stuff gets greasy all the time, so those shirts fade way too quickly. I am horrible with white shirts. That's why you always see me in a colored shirt. Or else I'd say definitely. Personally, I would rather get a black shirt, the white logo. I completely invert the Death Riders thing. So in terms of people, let's change gears here a quick second here. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. Just to, it helps us out. Let people know that we're here and let things going on. If you're here on Twitch, make sure you're hitting the follow button if you haven't already. Both of them are free. And if you're interested on YouTube, hit the subscribe. It's free. If you're really interested, hit the subscribe. It does cost you cats unless you have a Prime membership. And you get Prime membership up. And that would be eternally thankful on my end here. But yeah, let's switching gears here. We were talking about people who benefited from coming over to AEW. Like people like Tony Storm. But if we look at Ricochet, has there been anybody that's really escalated themselves to a new level the way that Ricochet did from moving over from AEW to WWE or from WWE to AEW? Like, I think Tony Storm, Swerve Strickland in many ways as well. But Ricochet, Ricochet was forever the mid-card. I think the biggest difference between Swerve and Ricochet, Swerve never got a chance to get on the mid-card by the time he got released. Ricochet is unrecognizable in the best way. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Did you see Scott Steiner's son side with them? Good for him. I hope it works out. You know he's going to be protected there, so it's not a time with the dance. I'm actually loving this feud. This feud has been bloody. It's been vicious. It's been murderful. And it has been awesome. That's right. It was Revolution he came around. Swerve has to be the most violent and twisted wrestler consistently. Yeah, absolutely. He's the Joker. That suit on Nana, seriously. Which couch did he steal that off of? Since the beginning of time, you're either a face or a heel. Swerve's a Deadpool of WWE. Of wrestling, yeah. Why does Nana have a clipboard? We'll see. Got out of the Rollins closet. Sorry, excuse me, chat. Sorry. Probably a contract. Uh-oh. Wow! Let's just interrupt this promo. Vocal lessons for Ricochet? Absolutely. What ball cap? That is an outfit. Are you stupid or are you dumb? It isn't like that's like what I did for graduation. I wore a tux with a Chicago Bulls baseball hat. Oh, it's an Eagles hat. That's why. Oh, gotta get the Charger comment in. Really? That's why he's wearing that. Cheap heat. Cheap heat. Cheap heat. All right, here it is. All right. Are we gonna get a robe on a pole match? Um, if Ricochet wins, Ricochet versus Cope. Think about that. Think about that for a second, here, chat. Why the Fed never let Ricochet be a dick? So, because he's small. All the small guys have to be nice. An underdog. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. You know, you took 5 sentences to get the one sentence out you needed to there. Swerve and Ricochet at Revolution. All right. I got to film this pay-per-view is just getting to another level regardless right now. Like what? MJF, Adam Page, the head Cope and Mox, Storm and Mariah. Now Ricochet and Swerve. Sorry. Most dangerous man in wrestling. What are the odds that Nana turns on Swerve at the pay-per-view? Oh. Wow. Get my robe back or I'm gone. What's Renee up to now? Let's go. So he's going to join up with Ricochet? Maybe. A Ford Ranger with those hook'em horns on it. I just hope it's not a Cybertruck. That's all. All right, so this is one of the more confusing tag matches we're getting into right here. Undisputed Kingdom versus FTR and Mr. Utility, Daniel Garcia. Like, is it just, well, as we're in the ad break right now, is it weird that, Garcia's just randomly switching partners here for this match here? They gave us no real reason why they did it. I know a lot of people were looking at the graphic for tonight and just thinking it was a rematch from Saturday. Somebody screwed up. Can somebody in production screw that up and put Adam directly in, the dark? Yeah, that's not going to be used in a few videos coming up. That's for sure. And the retro team of the world here, Dax and Cash. Well, Adam Cole has been, when he came back, he was getting ripped for a different reason. For the fact that he looked like he wasn't in any shape, but he's definitely got in the gym, got work done. Well, I could say that's the best use of the red and white in the last 40 years. Or the red and yellow, sorry. I can't even get my jokes right. God damn it. But yeah, Garcia, he's had a couple title defenses, but it almost feels like that title just... You know how when we're talking about too many titles, this is the one title that's been sort of ushered off to the side right now, is the TNT title. Like, we had that triple threat title defense between Shibata, I think it was Shibata, O'Reilly, and Garcia there. I think that was the last time that was defended. That was a few weeks ago. I really wonder what they're going to be doing on Saturday during Collision right up against the Elimination Chamber. Or No Escape, as they call it in Germany. Hey, Ed, how you doing there tonight, sir? Hope you're doing well. Having a lot of fun here tonight over on for the old AEW here tonight. They officially announced Ricochet versus Swerve for the #1 contendership for the AEW Championship. Well, let's just say we're going to have a lot of craziness coming up in the next 2 weeks. But Saturday we got Elimination Chamber / No Escape, the PLE. Yeah, Billy Starks appeared tonight, by the way. She had a backstage segment with Mercedes Moné, which I was absolutely going gaga over for the fact that wherever Billy is, there's somebody else that's really close. But that was just setting up the Mercedes Momo Watanabe match coming up at Revolution. Love hearing more about Bill. Yeah, like, I'm looking forward to seeing if Billy's making an appearance right now. I wonder, that's got to be on purpose. Because you got to remember, after that pay-per-view, we're only, what? March till July. We're only 4 months away from All In. We got basically two pay-per-views in the way. Dynasty coming up in April and Double or Nothing in May. And you got All In July. You got Forbidden Door in August. Got All Out in September. When is Revolution? Next Sunday. The 9th. From the Staples Center in, or Crypto.com Arena, whatever it want to be called. The home of the Lakers. Thanks to WWE breaching their contract with the Crypto.com Arena. By going over to the Intuit Center. AEW was able to take advantage and get out of the Great Western Forum and into the Crypto.com Arena. Hockey fights! But yeah, then just 2 days later, we got Roadblock in MSG. And then we're about a month away from, I know Jay Quick, you've been talking about it a fair bit. The fact that they picked up the Boston Music Hall for the official Dynamite to take over more. They're going to have more episodes of Dynamite than there was of Nitro coming up this April. So as long as they sell enough seats, that's a big deal. They'll block out the second balcony. I'd almost guarantee that. I haven't heard what ticket sales are right now for it. But you know what? It shows the fact that they're actually willing to go to other places. Like, also remember they moved Double or Nothing out of Vegas and into Phoenix coming up in May, which is actually a really good get as well. And guaranteed, like I was mentioning here in the chat, at least AEW will get more fans than the Phoenix Coyotes did their last 2 seasons. Sorry, I still have to throw that in there. But Ed, are you guys recording tonight? I'm assuming you're doing some Marvel talk here, right? Oh, I agree. I'm not saying they need to sell seats to be annoying, but seeing NXT run these small venues, well, makes the show 100 times better. Absolutely. Yeah, Marvel Live at top. Okay, so yeah, you guys are recording tonight. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a double episode of my GM here tonight after we're done here with Dynamite, as we are 4 weeks away from finishing everything up. Hype for Julia versus Stephanie. I would temper your expectations, and I'll throw this out as a prediction. I still say it's going to be a non-finish that. Either that, or there has been somewhat outside rumors that Steph needs some work. Like she's been working injured the last few weeks. So if Julia wins both titles, or possibly Steph wins both titles, it's more to help out with an injury angle. And then Jordan will just pick up whatever title they feel like giving her there at that point. So Julia's the one working hurt, so yeah, they might be doing that with Stephanie. Either way, whoever's working hurt, the other one will get the title and they can go from there. Or else it's going to be a non-finish. and they'll do one more match set up at Stand and Deliver, or somebody will get involved and they'll increase the match to a triple threat, one or the other. And whichever champion gets pinned, their title gets lost. It wouldn't surprise me if they go into double jeopardy there. But it's really nice that we get a chance to talk during a match like this, because right now we're looking at this and I still feel that this match here just, a lot of it doesn't make sense on why we're having it, but it's just a very good match. It's odd to book a title versus title when one wrestler's banged up and might need time off. Personally, I would just focus, unless it's got to be a long-term thing. Realistically, they should be using, just focus on the other title. Wow, okay, that was close. Makes no sense why Garcia is with FTR when Garcia... Yeah, well, just on Saturday, they had 2.0. That's what I was talking about off the top of the match here. Is the fact that 2.0 already lost with Garcia to the UE on Saturday. So the fact they're basically redoing it with a different partner setup. Oh, and here comes the sharpshooter. And Kyle's usually the guy that taps out, so this could get interesting. O'Reilly's getting that rope. Let's not even kid ourselves. So who's going to win that if it was 2 pins to 1? This the last Wednesday AEW runs uncontested? What do they got next week? Oh, that's right, Evolve. With all due respect, I forgot about Evolve. I know that they're coming up back-to-back against these guys, but at the same time, it doesn't make a lot of... I don't think it's going to be that much of a discourse and changing it. People that are going to want to watch that are going to be watching it, right? Oh, WWE wants to run 7 days a week. They don't even kid themselves. If they had a way that they could have WWE programming on 7 days a week to where you're watching nothing but theirs, Evolve's going to be going only for WWE indie fans. Well, now, personally, I think it's going to be more for the replays than anything else. Because I'll be watching on replay. Yeah, and that's where it's going to be there, right? Because you got some in your home area. I know that Zoe's been hyping it up here in Alberta, so I'm assuming Zoe's going to be a part of it. Because already basically applied more pay-per-views will go 2 nights. So Cole sneaks another victory. Is this setting up Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia finally? Yeah, they're looking at making the big 4 going to 2 nights each. So then you got TNA on Thursdays, Evolve on Tuesdays, and Evolve Wednesdays, NXT Tuesdays, Raw Mondays, pay-per-views on the weekend. There's got to be another run for these guys with the trios title. Either that or, you know, holy crap, I called it. I called it like 2 minutes ago. Cole versus Garcia live for the TNT Championship. Adam Cole win the title on Saturday. That could mean a lot. That could be that buzzmaker that they talk about. It's going to be nothing compared to Cena turning heel, but... Or delusional heel, I think is the best way to put it. Oh, and here comes Claude. Oh, and he's got the shirt. He's got the shirt, chat. Oh, here we go. Sorry, for some reason these blurps aren't working right for me, so I guess I gotta work on getting those out of there. Sorry, Ed. Rumble goes 2 nights next year. Money in the Bank goes 2 nights. I think Survivor Series wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to work on that after stream here tonight to try and get those burps fixed. Because for some reason, it just won't make the sound they're supposed to. Sorry, excuse me. I'd rather 2 night shows than jamming 10 minutes into a 5-hour show. They're only doing five matches a show, though. And that's it. They've been doing the same thing on the main roster that they've been doing on... Well, I don't know if he's the next, if Claudio's next. Because Yuta's out there now. No. They're going to do they're going to try a concerto. FTR, I need you. We'll see how this is going to work out. Nope. This is where you bring in Jay White. And Claudio rolls out of the ring. So he gets to pick on which one he's going to get rid of. Here comes Willow. It's got to be Willow. They're not going to do it now. Yuta takes out... Oh, my God. Well, Yuta's a dead man. Yuta's a dead man. Oh, here we go. This is how they get rid of Claudio. You guys are right. It was Claudio tonight. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Actually, this is probably smart by Oh, and Mox trying to come for the save. That Brock's Nope, that's dun 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 dun. Nope. There's no way. Could you? No, this is where Willow comes out and does it. Ask and ye shall receive. Here comes Willow Nightingale. Oh, do you see Mox's face? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, you got the chair up backwards. Willow is just hemorrhaging right now. Moxley is down to him and Yuta. No words need to be seen. Now, here's the question, chat, and I know we were talking about this before. Oh God, I thought we were getting a wrestling promo, and it ends up being a commercial for a political candidate. It's like, yeah, you got mute, nope. Which means they take you out next week. No, you do it on Saturday. Why wait? Do it on Saturday. And then next Wednesday, Moxley comes out by himself. Cope comes out by himself. They have the final promo to finish things up. With all due respect, next Saturday's Collision is going to be meh. And Yuta originally hated Mox for what they did to Daniel. That could be definitely be part of the story after. Because after, I'm still saying my plans on what's going to happen are still going to be there. Which, here's a question for you, chat. Should I do a predictions video for you guys? Like, I'm trying to think of new stuff that you possibly could want from me here. Would you want me to do a separate video to put up on YouTube with my predictions of the show? What I think's going to happen? Psycho Neon, Shafir, and Accident. Those are always fun. Yeah. With me, I'm not a real good predictions guy. I try to be, a referee's supposed to stay independent. Love doing it with Astra for NXT, yeah. Until I mentioned a comment about AEW on your stream and you go off for a tangent for 20 minutes. Which I will admit, you've gotten better. You have gotten better. That's what I was thinking. It wasn't an accident. Yeah, that's the thing here. Like, here's another thing that we could throw into the factor here. And I'll just throw this out here for you guys. Trying to behave yourself. Hey, I'll give you I'll give you credit for that. Another thing to remember is also the fact that the War Dogs are around. Apparently, Gabe Kidd's going to be around for a while. Clark Connors has announced that he's going to be around after Revolution. Do they come out and end up being a factor in this as well? Because that very well could be it as well, right? You got that issue coming up with, possibly, maybe, stuff like that going on with some of New Japan's finest that aren't being used right now. I think there might be a slight possibility. I'm still going with my original game plan with the fact that Cope wins, Christian cashes in on Cope, Christian walks out of Revolution as the champion. Oh, now we get to have some fun. This might be a short match, but it'll still be a fun match. Deonna Purrazzo and Harley Cameron. All right, well, we're talking about everybody's getting knocked out and killed here. But yeah, I want to check out the up close with Harley. The only clip they showed is Harley pulling out the up and out of nowhere. Now, do they debut somebody else tonight? Who on production forgot Harley's jacket back there? Good on the cameraman to try to avoid showing it, but Jesus, criminy, guys. So Harley now has 3 wins in AEW. AEW/ROH. Because I do believe Harley got a victory. I don't know if it was Billy or it was Queen Aminata on the Jericho Cruise. I will say this, and I'm saying with all respect in the world, not trying to be a jerk or a pervert or anything like that. Harley's gear is fitting a lot better right now than it did last week. In Australia, that gear there was a lot of fixing going on during the match. How does AEW build Deonna back up? I think in many ways what you got to do is just bring somebody in to help with a heater. A lot of people are talking about, well, what were they doing with her before? Well, a lot of people forget Deonna was actually getting her master's from university, so she was helping out, but you know, when you're becoming a highly educated individual, not like Scott Steiner, but you're trying to promote yourself from a highly educated university that is not once again not the school of Scott Steiner. You just got to take a step back. If you want to bring up Deonna, the way you can do that, bring a heater in. Like, besides Taya. Like, she's been hinting that there's this third person going to be involved. Wonder where this third person is. That was a pretty decent tiaras. Didn't get much elevation on it, though. That's the thing. I do feel that, you know, they do need to get a heater together for her to actually do something with her. Harley trying to get fired up here, but Exodia, how would you build Deonna back up? Chad, how would you do it? I know Jay Quick simply you say you don't. You got to. You're going to have her around. You need to use her. They got this Vendetta group together that they can use. Oh, it's this one that's going. All right, as we head into the picture-in-picture. Kind of mid-card hell. Well, the thing is, the entire AEW roster is a little bit mid-card hell. Like, we've had a few feuds develop. Like, we got the Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander, Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford feud going right now. But outside of that, we just have our 2 title sets right now. I think Billy Starks is going to do a lot to help out with increasing a little bit of interest here, if she's in fact coming up into the roster. Thunder Rosa's new feud is with the chair. To this day, I am still giving that a pass. Because I don't know if it was her. By the way, I will get that. I don't know if that was her. I don't know if it was the producers. I don't know if it was Megan and Penelope who were supposed to bail. I know Stevie Richards is having a field day with this, which I politely say, fuck off. You don't know what the actual answer is. Oh, well, this is what happened in the past. Pardon my French. I don't like to swear a whole lot, but when it comes to stuff like this, it drives me up the freaking wall, okay? Seriously. There's a million different ways you can explain it. Yes, it was a botch. Don't even question it. But it's how you recover from it that goes there. They could actually play an entire whole storyline here based on the fact that when it comes to Megan Bayne, she doesn't want to pull the trigger because she knows how big and strong she is. If Thunder Rosa doesn't want to pull the trigger on Megan Bayne, well, they could build it up, and then once you hit her with that chair, the place will pop. If built properly. That's the biggest problem. You gotta build that properly. You can basically turn anything into a decent storyline if you think about it and take your time with it, right? And to me, that's one of the biggest problems is a lot of people are just such in a rush to bury everything. And Megan would sell it either way. I totally believe that. If she's supposed to no sell it, she would. If you're supposed to sell it, she will. But as we're going in here, like Deanna doing some work here. Whereas a storyline or a botch, it's a bad look for Thunder either way. It kind of sucks for absolutely. Don't get me wrong. You got to do something to fix this. And that's something they just, it's basically, they just need to do that. Just to leave it alone, because all they did is say, like, it was a backstage promo where Statlander went to Thunder Rosa and said, don't worry, next time you will hit her with that chair. And just left it. For me, it was a pretty weak sell job in terms of a promo. And Thunder Rosa's had enough problems not looking great out there to begin with. Which goes back all the way to the stories of sandbagging and such that were brought up about 2-3 years ago, which for the most part have been debunked, but at the same time you see stuff like this go on and you just wonder, is it really the case? And it just might need a change of who knows? I that was a very awkward crossroads, but it was a crossroads nonetheless. The crowd's getting on their feet. Harley got another win. Harley pulls another win out. Let's go. That's how you're going to build somebody up. You get them victories when you don't expect them to. Yay, Harley. Harley's on her way. Like, this might be the best story coming out of The best story coming out of AEW out of 2024 is just starting to get on a real roll in 2025. Another loss for Deonna? Yeah, like, I don't know where they go with her, to be honest. But there are people that just consistently lose, and right now, Deonna is one of them. You might have to ship them down to ROH for a couple months and let them build up that way. Why I said I don't know if they could build her back up. There's ways to make her credible without having to worry about wins. Yes, it'll take a lot, but all right, let's have a no finish here so we can have a triple threat. Just dying for these triple threats lately. I don't know, it's just me. So whoever wins meets Omega, yeah. Whoever has the title going into has the title going into the pay-per-view gets Omega. On this breakdown here between Ospreay and I'm a Takeshita mark, but let Orange win. Hey. Why is Kenny the final boss of this and not the champion? We were pondering that back and forth, and we got to think about it this way. And I'm going to bring this over to WWE terms because we got to get into our wrap-up to our plug segment in a moment. But think of this as The Rock turning around saying, you guys are going to fight and the winner is going to get me. Because Kenny essentially is on the same path as The Rock in terms of ownership. Like, the only person above him is Tony Khan, really. And Nats fan, you got to bang on the head. He's a CEO. He is one of the guys in charge, and he said, look, you guys are always comparing yourself to me, so therefore I'm going to be the final boss here. I'm assuming he's on a limited contract too, so the real CEO, not Mercedes. That one there. But yeah, as this is right before our main event here, as per tradition, we're going to give, makes sense to me. It makes as much sense as The Rock doing the BS that he's doing, which doesn't make much, but at least you can put things together, right? And the other thing is, Takeshita's always been saying that he needs to beat Omega. Omega just wants the title. And if this means that we're going to get Omega versus Okada to create a combination of a continental and an international champion, say an intercontinental champion, I'm all for it. Rock is a board member of the parent company. Essentially, the Bucks and Omega are the board of directors under Tony Khan. It is actually very close. The only difference is TKO is publicly traded, AEW is not. So it is basically the same structure, just public versus private. But once again, everybody, as we're heading into our main event, just want to once again, no matter what happens here, thank you for being here. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with everybody tonight. If you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, let you know every time we drop a video. We should have some other recorded videos coming up with Andre and Melball here over the next few days. And then my next time I'll be live is this Saturday, AEW Collision. We will be going through Collision, same time, same setup, same everything. I didn't get enough for watch. Oh. Off to the hospital. For those on Twitch, right after we're done here, we're going to be getting into WWE 2K24. What time is Chamber? Chamber starts an hour before. It'll be 5 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be available on Netflix internationally and such. So We're going to be here for 2K24 My GM modes, week 22 and 23, right after we're done here. And then tomorrow, stream might start a little bit late. I have an appointment tomorrow morning, and then got to head over to the DMV, which is always fun. But when we come back tomorrow, odds are 95% chance we are going to be doing a brand new game. It's going to be a short game, but we're going to get into it. One of my favorite games in the Transformers series. With Transformers Devastation. One of the Activision big three. So we're going to test it out. I picked it up a couple weeks ago, and just before we get through all this craziness of new stuff, we're going to try a little shorter game and see if we have a little bit of fun with it. Make sure you stop by and hit the follow button if you haven't already. But more than anything else, folks, just tell your friends if you're liking what you're seeing here tonight. The more that you can tell everybody else, the more people we get in here, the more fun we have. So as we get into this match here, bought a VPN, ditch Peacock, saving nearly $100. I don't blame you. Netflix isn't too bad about a VPN because all they care about is getting their money, and they get their money from you. Takeshita is going to murder Orange. I don't know if he's going to murder. We got 15 minutes to finish this up here tonight. So 15 plus, of course. I still can't get over the fact that they're using like generic WCW Saturday Night music for Takeshita. Did that with AEW with pay-per-views because prior to Max it was $100. I don't know if it's available on Max or not. For us in Canada, it doesn't matter. I love Shivani. Why do you need protection if you're such a great guy? Revolution's the first pay-per-view on Max? Okay. For you guys in the States, it is. For Canada here, well, we don't get that privilege. So we're in the old-fashioned still paying for it. So. Oh, my God. Takeshita, you're stealing the glasses. That's not good. I didn't think it was on Max, but if Nat says it is, it might be like an ESPN deal where they always good to have a spare on you, right? See, Takeshita, if you were smart, you'd put them on. Yeah, but Don can't see without his glasses. I love Taz. How do I look? Horrible. Oh, that would have hurt. Nice Matrix move there by Takeshita. That literally is the best dodge button in the world. Yeah, that could be 30 minutes of mayhem between Takeshita and oh my. Well, he was waiting for a fist and got a boot. Seems somewhat appropriate. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. Takeshita no selling all these boots, even though he's trying to actually put effort in. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess you could do a Claudio Plex here if you want. Claudio's not going to be around for a while. Oh yeah, it looked like on the bottom it said on Max, yeah. Like I said, I'll be doing Triller just because we don't have Max up here, so. That's basically what your sub money goes for the next month here, is the fact that I got to pay for the pay-per-view, so. Jesus! You want to talk about a shot right there? We hit our picture-in-picture once again here. Let's face it, this so far has been a pretty decent match between the two. Just Orange just hasn't gotten into that serious gear yet. Which usually seems to be what the problem is. You got to get that serious gear going before you go crazy, right? Once he starts trying, worlds go crazy. Max is great, yeah. They just announced that they aren't going to be doing the Max Sports channel. Like they were supposed to break it up into different groups here, and apparently they've dropped the idea of doing a Max Sports. It's just going to be available in your regular and premium package. Probably just figure out that while AEW's been doing some decent numbers for them, the rest of the stuff that they've been getting is best. The fact that they lost the NBA coming up here in, 3 months? Question for you, Chad, as we're going through this and Orange is getting mutilated. Once hockey's been in the low 100,000s US, yeah. You got hockey, you got NASCAR, you got other things coming up too. Baseball, there'll be a little bit of that there too. Question for you. Once the TNT deal is done with the NBA and Thursday nights are open, do you think they move Collision to Thursdays? Then you have 2 hours of programming on Wednesday, 2 hours on Thursday? I don't think so either. I know that was a lot of the early speculation and talk. Ring of Honor to Thursday? That, to me, that would be a huge win. Bring it up to Max and TBS or TNT on Thursdays. It would be great. All depends on what they have planned going there, but having that Ring of Honor available, that might actually be a very choice. They're already on Thursday to begin with, absolutely. March Madness just a few weeks away, absolutely, KJ. Both on the men's and the women's side, it's going to be absolutely bonkers. That or Max gets TNT. There's no way in God's green earth that Max will work with WWE. I think TK's probably got that string in the contract well. Cassidy trying here. I'll give him that. ROH needs to be on Max. I agree, but all good things take time, right? That Northern Lariat, my goodness. Look, I believe Billy Starks was on AEW TV. It's coming. And this could also be an introduction because let's think of it this way. All In comes in on January or July 12th, right? Why not announce ROH coming to TNT at AEW's biggest show of the year? So they're officially that third brand. In front of potentially what will be the biggest crowd of the year for them. Wow! That's why Y2J wouldn't surprise me. And you know what? Facts are facts. Wrestling fans know who Jericho is. Straight up, they know who Jericho is. And if they don't know who Jericho is, well, the problem they have is typically they have Jericho as the figurehead of whatever promotion you're at because he's the guy that has the most experience. He was around in 99. He made impact back then. All right, well, both guys to the outside now. This is where it gets confusing. Got 5 minutes roughly left. I love Remsburg. Interception on the 25-yard line. I swear to God, Remsburg looked like from somebody from the San Diego Chargers going up for an interception on a thrown ball there. Jericho more influential? Absolutely. With all due respect, Jeff Jarrett, when it came to the bigger promotions, was not a needle mover. He owned part of TNA. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, that wasn't beach break on the announce desk that did not want to break. Well, the beach broke, but his back might have as well here. Jesus. This is absolutely great. Jericho's much better than Double J. JJ is good. Sometimes really good, but never great. Contrary to what his promos always said. His original promos. Like, Jarrett owned the promotions where he was top ending. Jericho was one of the best ones. Let's face it, he really was one of the best ones ever in AEW. Or, sorry, in WWE. WWF, sorry. Got his goggles back on. Oh, damn. TNA for the whole time. They got more big names there, yeah. They brought in the names, but they didn't get the numbers. All right, you're done, You're done, Cassidy. What the frick? What in the world? That was amazing. All right, there you go. Cassidy did everything he could to win that one. They went and married one of the, yeah. That was a hell of a match. Very solid match all the way through, and then all of a sudden just ramped up at the end there. Takeshita versus Omega 3. I think it's 3. No, the first one was a tag, so this would be 2. That is going to be such a good match. What a fun finish here. TNA was Dixie took up. We could have a whole bunch of talks about when TNA went to hell, but they're still a good product now, so I can't really say much. I assuming we're gonna get an Omega scene here right away. We got 2 minutes left, so never mind. We'll hear from him on Saturday. So we're gonna hear from Omega. We're gonna see FTR versus the other two B guys. All right. I really enjoyed this match as well. This was a lot of fun. Garcia and Cole. Could you imagine Cole getting that TNT title? Like, Cole's been talking about gold for a while now, but this could either be a way to cement Daniel Garcia, or this could be a way that Cole gets gold. Takeshita needs more shades like that. Really does. As we fade to black here on the broadcast. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Garcia and Cole have similar styles. Yeah, it'll be a very interesting match. Wrestling, counter wrestling, and all that. 8 out of 10 show. I'm not going to doubt you on that. Say 8, 9, somewhere in there. This wasn't a 10 out of 10 because you didn't have that oh wow moment out of the whole thing. You had some great wrestling, which is pretty much the norm. And this speaks to the level of what AEW really is right now, is the fact that you have a show with very strong matches all the way through, and you expect minimum this kind of caliber wrestling on a show. And that just shows how good AEW is turning into. This Dynamite beats anything Wow. Some people like what SmackDown does. Personal opinion, I like watching AEW for the fact that there's a lot less fluff involved. And the fact that it's 2 hours. 2 hours, limited fluff. I think is the best way to put it. And once SmackDown goes back down to 2 hours probably in June or July, it's going to be a little bit more of a comparison between them. You never know how things are going to work when things get booked out. But you know what? I only care about what I'm watching for right now. And tonight, with everything that lined up, the 6-man turning into 2 matches for Saturday, which now this tag team makes a lot more sense. This tag match. You had Hangman Page out to kill MJF at this point after what he did to Christopher Daniels. 2025 AEW is miles better than 2024 app. Well, I would definitely say that as well. That there is a definite increase in the overall caliber of the shows. It's not only the production, but the quality of the matches has always been there, but the storylines, the general flow of the show, and the little details making things seem special for these. The smaller venues with the more intimate and louder crowds has helped a lot as well. And it looks like next week is going to be a lot of fun. It looks like Saturday is going to be a lot of fun as we line up into Revolution here. So I can't wait to see what things are going to happen here coming up. Plus in 2020, more ways to watch. Of course, there's many different ways to watch it. There's a lot of good things to watch. And AEW is giving you a reason to watch their program. But with that being said, this is going to wrap up the Sidecast part of the show here. For those on YouTube, head over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Mike the Ref. Wow. Just had a blank for 1 second. I saw a comment. And for those that want to stick around for the WWE 2K24 watch or GM mode / watching the matches as we we're going to have a lot of fun setting those up here. And but for those on YouTube, once again, we are going to wrap things up on your end. Stop over on Twitch. And next time we'll be live on YouTube is on Saturday for Collision. I'll see if there's a way I can pop on earlier so we can chat about Elimination Chamber at the same time and just check things out as we go. But as always, folks, for those on YouTube, thank you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. And always remember, be part of the solution, don't be part of the problem. And we'll see y'all here next time over on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel. Take care, everyone.